Okay, so think about the chair you're sitting on, or maybe your desk. Ever really consider its journey? Not just, from the store, but the whole hidden life of its materials.
Yeah.
From like a tree or a roll of fabric all the way to the finished thing. It can be a pretty wasteful path, actually. And today we're doing a deep dive into something that's really shaking up that path: furniture manufacturing, mastering waste and resource efficiency.
Yeah, our mission here is to unpack how the furniture industry is moving beyond just slapping on a green label. They're actually trying to rebuild how they operate, aiming for what they call a circular economy. It's about cutting waste way down, yes, but also rethinking value. It feels like a fundamental shift.
Oh, absolutely. And it's really moved past being just a nice idea.
Yeah.
It's become essential. The sheer amount of wastewood offcuts, fabric scraps, foam bits, plus the environmental hit of traditional methods, well, it's made this shift to circular thinking pretty much an imperative. For survival, really, not just for looking good. It's about being resilient. Right. Resilience. So if that's the why, what's the how? We all know that phrase: reduce, reuse, recycle. But what's different here?
It's about how systematically they're applying it. There's a structured waste hierarchy: reduce, reuse, recycle, recover, and then last resort, dispose. It's a ladder of priorities.
Okay, a ladder. So reduce is at the top.
Exactly. And when we talk about assessing how a company is doing, it's not about pointing fingers. It's a systematic evaluation, looking for specific chances to improve. So reduce isn't just, oh, let's use less wood. It's about designing the product differently from the get-go.
Designing it to need less material.
Precisely. Or designing it to create less waste during making. Think modular furniture, maybe, designed to minimize fabric offcuts right from the pattern stage. Or how joints are designed to use every last bit of timber. It's baked into the design DNA.
That feels very different from the old way of just cutting shapes and putting them together. But finding where the waste is happening, that requires some serious detail, right?
Definitely. And one tool that keeps coming up, something really crucial we found, is material flow analysis, MFA.
MFA. Okay, what does that actually do?
Think of it like an X-ray vision for the factory floor. It tracks everything. It doesn't just show wood in, chairs out. It maps the flow of every single material: wood, fabric, foam, metal screws, everything. And crucially, it shows where those materials leak out of the system and become waste.
Ah, so it flags the problem spot.
Exactly. It might highlight that, say, 20% of a certain expensive fabric is lost during the cutting process. Or maybe that specific wood offcuts, usually binned, could actually be collected and used for smaller parts. Or even sold for a different product line altogether. It turns waste from just a cost into a potential resource.
Okay, now that connects to the business side. Because honestly, when I first heard sustainable furniture, I often thought, well, that's going to cost more, right? And the niche market stuff.
That's a common thought, but the evidence really points the other way now. Implementing these careful waste management strategies using things like MFA, it's not just an environmental exercise. It has direct, measurable business benefits.
Like what, specifically?
Well, first off, cutting waste means you're reducing disposal costs, obviously, but you're also cutting procurement costs.
Because you're buying less new stuff.
Exactly. Less virgin material needed. Plus, you might even create new income streams from selling those reclaimed materials we talked about. And often when you optimize how materials flow through the factory to reduce waste, you find the whole production process just gets smoother, more efficient.
So less waste, lower costs, and potentially higher productivity.
It's a pretty powerful combination,
Yeah.
and that's why you're seeing it adopted more widely now. It's not just the pioneers anymore. It makes business sense.
So pulling this all together, the big picture here is a shift away from just dealing with waste at the end. It's much more fundamental.
It is. It's a comprehensive, really systematic approach. The priority is preventing waste right at the start, in the design. Then it's about strategically finding value in every scrap that's left over. It's quite an evolution for the industry.
It really is. So we've kind of peeled back the layers today, haven't we? Looking at how the furniture world is tackling waste and trying to use resources more efficiently. We talked about that waste hierarchy: reduce, reuse, recycle, recover, but more than just the words,
Mhm.
like how reduce actually means redesigning things.
And how reuse and recover are being boosted by new business models and thinking.
Yeah, and we saw how material flow analysis, that MFA, is like a diagnostic tool. Super important for tracking materials, finding those hidden waste points, and even finding new value.
Value that was previously just lost.
Exactly. And it's clear it's not just about being green. It hits the bottom line: cutting costs, boosting productivity for the manufacturers.
Yeah, what really stands out is just how multifaceted this is. Effective waste management in this industry isn't one single thing. It needs this holistic approach, always thinking about that hierarchy, starting with prevention, using data from tools like MFA to guide decisions. It's a whole system.
It really is an ecosystem of sustainability, like you said.
Mm.
So maybe the next time you look at your furniture, your sofa, your table, just take a second. Think about that hidden journey. Consider the design choices, the material tracking, maybe the clever ways they tried to minimize waste and make it last longer. It makes you think, what else is needed? What's the next step to make every piece of furniture truly circular so its materials just keep cycling back, never really becoming waste? Something to ponder?